Like everybody else, I've been thinking about those moments in life where you realize that everything has irrevocably changed. No, I'm not thinking about the pandemic today, which started a year ago this week. No, I'm thinking about the time back in 2005 when my musical tastes changed forever. That happened when I was listening for some reason to a Latin station in New York City, and I heard a song called Soy Mujer by a singer named La India, a Puerto Rican salsa singer. It was so striking. She had such a big dramatic voice that I thought, I've got to check this out. So I went and actually bought the CD, La India's Mi Alma y Corazon, my heart, my soul and heart, at probably Tower Records of the Virgin Megastore in New York. And I was instantly captivated by the pulsing rhythms and also by her huge vocal presence. I've gone on and watched her videos, and La India is really like a one-woman rendition of a dramatic opera like Il Trovatore. She's like so much passion and pain and heartache and forbearance, and you know, it's exhausting just to think about it. But really, after I heard that, I really became a huge fan of Latin music. I had been kind of aware of it before 2005. I grew up on the Texas-Mexico border, kind of aware of Tex-Mex music, not paying too much attention to it. 2005, 2004, I went to Brazil, became a big fan of bossa nova, but not too much. But after I heard La India, I thought, I got to listen to more of this. So I went to the Westport and Greenwich libraries in Connecticut, where I lived at the time, and I scooped up as many Latin CDs as possible, and I listened to it. And Latin CDs probably make up at least half of my CD collection now. I'm always looking for them. I get them at Goodwill sales, library sales. They're just great listening, and it's a wonderful way to practice seeing how much Spanish I can comprehend. That helped me maybe understand and get into La India, because a title like Soy Mujer, I am a woman, well, even a dumb gringo like me can understand what that means. So, what else happened when my musical taste changed? Well, a couple of things. I started looking for Latin music concerts, and even here in the Northeast, I can find them. Gal Costa at Carnegie Hall, the Texas Tornadoes and Lila Downs at the Celebrate Brooklyn, two great concerts. Los Tex Maniacs at the Ballard Park series in Ridgefield, Connecticut, where I even bought 3 Los Tex Maniacs CDs, which I always like and listen to. In fact, just thinking about Lila Downs, she's actually kind of close to La India with this very big, bold presence and vocal stylings that really appeal to me. What else changed? Well, I've actually traveled to get Latin CDs. In 2008, I was in Cuba, and one of the things I really looked forward to on that humanitarian trip was to scoop up as many multi-CD sets as I could. And in fact, I did. I was already a big fan of the Cuban group Los Bon Bon, which is spelled the same way as my name, Van. So how can I not like Los Bon Bon? So what's happened since then? I've spread out. I now look for video programs that have a Latin angle. There was a great multi-part series called Break It Down about history of rock in Argentina and Brazil and Latin America, mostly in the 60s and 80s, very political influence of the music. Just this week, I watched a documentary on Netflix, a group Los Tigres del Norte at Folsom Prison, doing a concert there 50 years after Johnny Cash did his epic concert at Folsom Prison. So I just keep looking for it. I like it. When I do my walks around Katona to get exercise, I listen to the Latin Alternative podcast. I'm still a fan of other genres of music, into Israeli music, starting to get into Afro-pop, which has a very kind of sinuous, even magical sound to it. But, I kind of keep coming back to Tex-Mex and other things. So I started off here talking about the pandemic, which is obviously a much more serious world-changing event. But in a way, the pandemic and Latin music interchange. I had tickets to go see a concert at a local university by a group called uh, Mariachis Los Camperos, and those tickets were for March 20th, 2020, right when the pandemic started. And obviously, I never went. So when I think of the pandemic, I'm always going to think a little bit of the Latin music I never heard. So maybe 2022, maybe Mariachis Los Camperos will be back at SUNY Purchase, and you know what? I'll be there.